We have quite a bit of work to do. I'm going to increase my maintenance because we do have two sets of 90% rebels, and they'll rise up in Albany, and these guys in Pittsburgh, and Powhatan also in Charlottesville, which is down here. Okay. Or is it Charlotte or Charlottesville? Charlottesville. Alright. So, we have a colonist on their way to St. Lucia. St. Lucia is here. We can make states. I'm tempted to make one of these a state. Maybe more than one. There's the Leeward Islands. Indiana has only 5 development right now. Jamaica has Greater Antilles 10. Leeward Islands has 10. What about the Windward Islands? Already a state, never mind. I don't want to make them states yet. I'm going to hold off. We are making quite a bit of money even at full maintenance, which is good. We need to pay off loans. We are pretty close to taking Diplotech, which is great, mainly because then we can take exploration. Denmark is no longer a valid rival for me. It's dumb. Let's retract our embargo then. And see if we can I don't want to rival France. France is the best. Well, they're really the only worthwhile ally I have, and it makes sense for them in a historical perspective. But there are a lot of things on my to-do list. Also, I mentioned last time that hopefully the Brits won't start declaring war on any of the Nahuatl nations. They're already at war with Otomi, which I believe is... Okay, so Wichita is a vassal of Otomi, and so they're going to start seeing... We're going to start seeing the Brits conquer Mexico. Less than ideal. We can actually start fabricating a claim on a cab. I want to get the gold provinces. I should also probably colonize Panama when I can. Natural harbor, also good for the Panama Canal in the late game. I don't know if we even form colonial nations. I think that if we have our capital in a colonial region, we can't. So I'm not sure if that applies to overseas colonial nations, or if that only applies to colonial nations on our continent, or what, but I thought it was only on our continent. And I might be wrong. So, I mean, if I am wrong, great, but at the same time, I kind of wanted a colonial nation in Africa. We'll have to wait and see on that. Anyway... Could take exploration if I wanted to. I'm waiting until my Republican tradition gets high, up to 100 before I start improving my stability, so that's going to be a while still. We are at -1 stability. Genoa's Trade League has disbanded. Discovery spread. Okay. I did try to rename Norfolk to Essex, but it's not working, and I don't know why. And it might be because it says Essex right now, but as soon as I click another thing, it reverts back to Norfolk, Virginia. And that's mainly after our 666 ruler that we had, who was not the first ruler of the independent colonies. In fact, now I've lost track of who the first technical president was. Charlottesville is converted. We are starting to convert some of the totemist lands that we've conquered. All of our merchants are busy, that's good. There's something I was going to do. Alright, I need to revoke the embargo from Denmark. Did I do that already? Yes, I did. Okay. And you're sure I can't rival anyone else right now? Damn it. So... fabricate claim on British or English West Indies? No, I need a navy to do that. I don't know if going to war with Kokomas is a good idea. I mean, probably useful to fabricate claims, right? At the very least. Sure, let's go with that. We're still making 2 ducats a month. With 3 colonies going, we need to take Diplotech. We are focused on Diplo. Cool. We can actually bring the Fox Separatists in Albany down to 0. I'm going to go take care of that. It will pretty much leave... Oh, Native Uprising in Martinique, okay. We do kind of have to babysit our colonies, but the faster growth should be worth it. Okay, they'll arrive on the 27th. Fox Separatists are going down. Now, of course, once the... there we go. I need to move these guys now. We'll see if they can get there before... He does have 3 maneuver, but they'll probably take Pittsburgh. Which will suck, but we're going to be attacking into hills anyway. 28th of April, yeah, they won't make it before the end of the month. They might make it before they take it. Tobacco is produced in Castine, or Castine. Yeah, they did take Pittsburgh. And I think after this fight, we will, or after we retake Pittsburgh, we'll go down to Charlottesville and reduce that to 0. What about the Micmac? Okay, they're still at like 8.9 revolt. Okay. We can probably split them in half, and we'll see if we can reduce 2 at the same time. Might not. But I need to build up a navy, build my army more. We're 13 short of our force limit, so will that reduce it by 0.9? Cool. We keep renewing loans. We're at 2 inflation. I want to keep that low. Division in the council, lose military power. The Republic functions because of the agreed common purpose of the rulers, who in turn represent the settled will of the ruled. Our republic has been turning back on the traditions that made us strong. The lack of cohesion in our ruling council is costing us militarily. Alright. Oh, but I guess I could drop my army maintenance for the time being. We don't have any revolts at 90%. I'd be tempted. Oh great, Chorley is occupied by Great Britain. These guys are a vassal of Otomi? Who's not? How? Bamberg has religious civil disorder. It looks like they're not... Wait. Did they just get retaken or something? They're occupied by Huastek. Wait. What? Okay, they're not at war anymore. Maybe they did declare war, just didn't update right away. And apparently that's not enough to reduce the liberty, or not liberty desire, separatism, or whatever the words I'm looking for. And now we have the separatists in Bigelow. Part of that is because I'm converting it. The fur trade. Natives of North America has always traded and sold animal furs, and the Europeans colonizing America started participating in the trade from the beginning of their arrival. The British established a trading post early, and it has become one of the main economic ventures in North America. The fur trade in USA has gotten a setback in recent years, and although Europe is screaming for furs, the supply from USA is steadily lessening. If we would be able to capitalizing on this trade and remove the British stranglehold over it, our nation would flourish. There's a lot of errors in that paragraph. That should push up. Okay, now we're making 3 extra ducats a month. That fur trade is going to pretty much allow us to keep growing. If there's how many places have furs? For 10 years, so we'll get a ton of extra money, hopefully. And my hope is that that was what I was hoping wouldn't happen. But they do have a penalty because they are attacking into hills. Cool. Alright. So let's reduce our army maintenance back down to about half. Cree separatists in Nipissing. Okay, never mind. Increase that again. Supply limit? 15? Good enough. I'd like an event that increases our Republican tradition. So, I'm glad that Britain has a truce with them. It's fairly short truce. They must have taken something though, because it's not a 5-year truce. They might have taken money. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to find the Aztecs and take all of their money. How much are we reducing? Okay. We've fully improved relations with the Ottomans. Ottomans don't even know about us yet. We've told them about us, but they don't know about us, apparently. France has an heir with a weak claim. Who else hates England? Burgundy? They know about us, apparently. Can fabricate a claim on Cocomas. It's a 9 and a 7 that we can fabricate on. The thing that sucks is I need transports in order to bring those guys down. Double up on diplomatic. Converted Bigelow. %70 on Cree, 50% on other things. And let's improve relations with Burgundy. Eventually, once there are a lot of colonial nations under Castile and Portugal and maybe even France. I hope not France, but Native Rising in St. Lucia. Once there are several colonial nations, though, I will be supporting that are large enough to want to have a liberty desire that I can support them. We will support their independence because that will make conquering them easier, I hope. Trade failure. We'll attempt to avert it. Costs us diplo points, but I think it's worth it. We will lower our maintenance again. Newfoundland has fabricated a claim on our land. Cape Breton. Fun. So is Newfoundland Catholic? No, they are actually Anglican. Their liberty desire is 23% already, probably because England forced their conversion, is my guess. The great thing, so the US has like one of the highest potentials for number of colonists, I believe, in the game right now. If you go with a parliament, with a government that has a parliament, because we have one via our national ideas. We have 2 from expansion, and if we take exploration, we'll have a 4th one. And then we've already proven that we can get an extra colonist from parliamentary decisions, and that gives us 5. I don't think any other country in the world has a parliament like right off the bat, like right from the start. That, and I mean, granted, we didn't have one right from the start because we didn't exist in 1444. By the way, we're 100 years into the game, and we can actually pay back a loan. Excellent. Finally. How's the... Okay, Fox Separatists are getting up there again. And I'm actually going to raise army maintenance. We'll go sit in Huron. I kind of want this to trigger, so that we don't have to worry about having our troops over here. That produces coffee. Influenza. I hate the influenza events. And as soon as we have 25 spy network against Kokomes, we will fabricate a claim on them. I will consider building more transport ships so that we can take a ton of troops down there. We'll take military tech. Still not ahead of time. One of our colonies should be finishing soon. What is the... Okay, Massachusetts is already a state, so we don't have to worry about making that a state. Countries wish to hire condottieri. And they're at war with the Aztec. I hope the Aztec conquered into the, like, onto a coastal province so that I can see them. And we can well, I won't need to explore down through them in order to find them, because the Aztec are the primary target in a war in Mexico. Also, Brits are... Okay, they haven't started moving into Louisiana yet, but I'm going to try to get France to colonize colonial Louisiana, because there's an event that can fire that later in the game, where France just gives me all of that land for about 1,000 ducats if they have colonial Louisiana. Alright, what's the revolt risk at? Or not revolt risk, but progression. Come on, rise up. And the Huron have yet to convert anything. I doubt they will. Good harvest. Oh, money or admin points. I have to go with the admin points. So Britain's techs are 57, 55, 56. Ours are 56, 55, 56. Okay. So we are catching up in tech. Once we get to 100 Republican tradition again, we should see a turnaround in number of points we have. Right now we're pretty low. But once I get up to 100, I will start re-electing people, provided they are relatively young and have good good traits. Casting is finished. I think Androscoggin would be the best one to colonize next. It's 10 development. Probably should have colonized it before I did the other one, and that's Portland, Maine. I hate how it says Portland. I hate how it has Maine as part of the province name, which is why I was trying to change Norfolk to Essex. Again, after the 666 ruler we've had. There's one. Alright, so the trial. We lose points from every category, but we gain Republican tradition. And we have a native rising in Maine because we are in Portland because we just moved there. And I am actually going to hire 3 advisors finally. And yes, I know I lowered my maintenance, but I need to save money somehow. And I think next month we'll have enough to get our second claim on Cocomas. Native Rising in St. Lucia. Let's raise our maintenance just for a few days, and then go back down. Oh, never mind. We're making decent money again. Don't know why it suddenly changed. Our money, our income doesn't seem to stabilize too often. Accommodation with natives. Okay. I need to build transports. 3 more would be nice. Honestly, high fervor. Go with trade or stability. National unrest and Diplo rep. Let's go with trade. We don't need this Diplo rep right now. We will take it when we start annexing Huron. Burgundy, would you be willing to ally us? No. We can't. We're not even rivals with Great Britain, are we? Nope. How far are we from being a great power? We need to beat out the Timurids. I mean, that's not that difficult to do, I think. Let's go ahead and build 3 transports. Or just 2 transports, and then we'll get a 3rd one next month, I guess. Call that from Burgundy. Oh, well, we did, start our trade fervent focused, so what else? When did this go into effect? Do we know? Can we tell, please? Expires August 1549. Never mind, we're not activating that. Parliamentary issue comes up this year, so we'll lose that missionary. I would consider hiring another one. Speaking of missionary. It's fine. Everything's fine. Cree separatists are still at 80%. Let's lower our maintenance, I guess. No reason we should have it raised. And we can take exploration. First exploration idea. And we can't even make our first conquistador. Nor can we start exploring. Well, we can't get an explorer either, but we don't have ships, and we just lost our general, so it might be time to get another person for our armies. Conquest against Caddo, who is allied with Pawnee, transfers trade power to Pima in a large trade league. Utica is converted. That's a lot of money. So it's when again? August, I think is when it said. Yes, 27th of August. How close are we having these ships? To having these ships done? About halfway there, 1549. Really? Yeah, December 1549. And no debate in Congress. Go up to 5 settlers, or 4 settlers, eventually 5. I think yes is the answer to that. 10 for administrative support. Lose 1. I can handle losing 1 Republican tradition. Administrative support, diplomatic support, religious offices. Sure, bribe an MP. I could wait 5 years and have 10% chance each month that it will end. Or I could just take the hit on some kind of coal. Now we have another colonist to send. I say continuing with the Caribbean is probably a good idea. Oh, Holland is colonizing. They'd accept an alliance, too. Is France colonizing anywhere else but Colombia? I have no clue. Oh no, that's the only one they can make, I guess, for now. Yeah, there are 3 exploration ideas in. Holland is allied to Denmark. Nope, we're going to war with Denmark eventually. And they're... Okay, for a second I was thinking it was saying Holland or Denmark was allied to Austria, but no, other way around. Holland is allied to Denmark and Austria. I'm going to go ahead and build 2 more transports, I think. I need to wait another month. But I need to send a colonist. Okay, Grenada is one of the Windward Islands, and it's easy to reach for us right now, so by ship. By ship is what I mean. And I need to, or rather I want to build another ship. And I'm going to end this episode here. I know this is it's kind of been going slowly in the last few years, but trying to recover my economy. And I think one of the best ways to get my loans down is going to be to attack the people with money. And right now, I would imagine there's a lot of it in Mexico. Who's Kokoma's allied with? Zapotec, who I don't know about. Chortly. Those guys look conquerable. Who are they allied with? Zalisco and Campeche. I would consider declaring a co-belligerent war on them, actually. Or maybe not. We'll see. I have plans.